Marcio Barboza versus Matt Mask on King of Table 13. So we have some history behind these two guys. I think they have pulled multiple times. If I'm correct, last time they had super matches on WL, and we will take a look at it and talk about how it's looking now when it's, 5 years later, or when was the super match? Yeah, almost 6 years later. So Matt has been super active. Marcio we have seen a lot of times, but not as active as Matt. Matt's been pulling everywhere and everyone, both left and right, which is unusual for him. I do have to say Matt is looking from previous matches much better coming into this one. I think he does what he always did, and I think he now does it even better, if that is possible. So yeah, let's take a look at their first meeting.
That's fair.
So, just as it was here in WL days, I do believe every single round, if possible, will go to a strap. Marcio is very good on inside pulling. If you put him in a hook match versus someone that doesn't have a really strong hand and wrist where they can top roll you with a good back pressure, he will be in that match. Here, Matt Mask, like there's so many times Matt Mask done just that with someone who's facing, who is he facing, and it is his specialty. Round number 2 was same scenario. Matt gets control very easily, folds the wrist, take the center line, and pins him. So like this wasn't even close if you look at it like this, like that. But you have to understand, Marcio's strongest points are not his hand and wrist. It's not his back pressure. He wants to get you inside. But with Matt, you're almost all the time, if you don't have back pressure or the rise to counter what he's doing, you'll have a very bad day. Round 3 is where we saw the most success. But again, what happened here was Matt slowly initiated to go inside. Round 3 is where Marcio had the most success. But this time, Matt Mask, was it a pin there? Let's take a look at it. Go. Clearly, first of all, Matt's elbow is not nowhere near the pad. The hand is below the pad line. Maybe that was the reason why refs were like, yeah, let's let him pull. They're still pulling? Yeah. So this time, Matt allowed Marcio to set in his dead wrist press slowly, and kind of like stretch him out, pulled under him, and got some stoppage going there. It will be very hard for him to do it again. And yeah, just looking at here, like this is how it ended. But like, come on, guys. Like that was pretty silly. And round 4 was just seal deal. Matt didn't waste any time. He was already a little bit too tired. And yeah, he gets pin, finishes this match. So I do think Matt is a bad opponent for Marcio, stylistically. And what I have seen from Marcio, and if you've been following Marcio, is like he gets so much elbow fouls. He loses so many times on elbow fouls. I remember I was in Zloty Tour. I don't remember which year it was, but he was pulling in a class. And if I'm correct, he lost every single match on fouls. Okay, those were very strict rules. But even if you look at some of the matches, like with Oleg Petchenko, the former 105 kilo East versus West champion, like he got fouled out in that match. And it's like, you know, like we will say like, oh, you get fouled. No, sometimes you're just trying to get something like if someone is pulling a lot of back pressure on you and you want to get the cup on them, sometimes you just need that extra space just to go around them. Because if they continuously pull back and you can't reach them, like you can't get inside, but if you can go under, right? So sometimes like I do feel like every time you get a foul, you're trying to get advantage, like every single time. That's just my belief. Sometimes there's stupid fouls. You will make a stupid foul. Every arm wrestler does it. So for Marcio, like I do feel like it will be, if he learned good lessons from this match, see where he can go from in the match that we're gonna see from King of Table 13. Can he go inside? Should he stay on the outside? If he can pull something like Hermes did versus Vitali, where you don't fight the back pressure from the center, you fight it from the side. I don't feel like dead wrist press is coming. For me, Matt Mask is still the favorite in this one. I want to know your thoughts. What are your thoughts about this matchup? There's a potential it could be very exciting if Marcio gets his foot in the door. If Marcio doesn't get his foot in the door, I do believe it's going to be just a replay of what we already saw. Okay, it's King of Tables, so it's 4 rounds to victory. That might change some things, but yeah, we will see. We will see, guys. Don't miss it. The card is amazing. This is just one of the matchups with the big one, Levin versus Jerry Caderet. So yeah, all the information, everything is in description as usual. Stay strong. Love arm wrestling.